Stay tuned. Let's talk about Democratic leadership, Sahil. You'll be covering this morning as Speaker Nancy Pelosi, who will not be Speaker now that NBC and others have called the House for Republicans. She will lose her speakership in a couple of months, but her office says she will announce her plans to her colleagues, her future plans. What do we expect to hear?
We are expecting a decision from Speaker Pelosi today about her future. This could be a big one. She has served as the top leader in the House Democratic Caucus for about 2 decades now. She has served as Speaker under 4 presidents, going all the way back to George W. Bush, Barack Obama, Donald Trump, and now Joe Biden. Her party will be in the minority over the next 2 years, and there's a big looming question about whether she stays on. She, of course, did get reelected. She has 2 more years if she wants it to serve in her current seat, but she did commit to a 2-term pledge a couple of terms ago, and it does expire here. So that's one of the things that's raised the question of, will she stay? Will she go? Will there even be enough support to keep her in that position if she decides to stay? The fact that Democrats underperformed may affect that somewhat, but the top 3 leaders in that Democratic caucus, they are all in their 80s. There have been calls for generational change for quite some time now, and certainly in the views of some, it is time for her and others to step aside and let a new generation of leaders come up. But we don't know her decision yet. She has kept this one very close to the vest.
NBC's Sahil Kapoor, thank you so much for your reporting this morning.
You know, Reverend Al, you look at Nancy Pelosi, you look at her leadership as Speaker of the House. I mean, historians are going to see what she was able to do with a small majority, see how she was able to come back time and again, and just how much discipline Nancy Pelosi has kept in the Democratic House caucus there. She certainly is going to be looked upon probably as one of the most effective speakers of the House.
She served twice, since first woman.
Since Sam Rayburn. I'm just curious, is now the time for Nancy Pelosi to step down and leave it to somebody else, or is this a time where they need her leadership more than ever?
I think they need the leadership more than ever. I think that Nancy Pelosi has shown the ability to deal with even the extremes in her own party and yet not become one that plays and patronizes people. And I think as we head now into 24, we do not need any kind of destabilization because clearly with Trump back out there, as much as he's being dismissed, he will make a lot of noise. You need sober, mature leadership, and she's provided that. I do not know. I respect whatever decision she would make, but if I was talking to her, I would say that your leadership may be needed now more than ever. If she does move on, I think we're going to have the kind of stability to lead the Democrats, because what we don't need, which we saw in these runoffs, is we don't need people that will try to out-Trump Trump on the left and not listen to the people on the ground.